This conference will now be recorded.
Welcome, everyone. I want to go today into a brief study of feelings. For example, if you say, I feel hungry, I feel thirsty, I feel tired, what's actually happening? Well, the feeling of thirst is a check engine light telling you your hydration system is in need. When you feel hungry, the pangs of hunger, your nutritional system is alerting you, I'm in need. When you feel tired, you feel sleepy, it's your rest and repair system saying, I am in need. Many spiritual systems teach to overcome the feelings, to transcend the feelings, to ignore the feelings. I do not subscribe to that at all. Imagine if you didn't feel thirsty, that would be very dangerous. If you didn't satisfy your feeling of hunger, that's very dangerous. If you ignored your feelings of fatigue, that's very dangerous. So, a lot of so called spiritual systems don't catch this very well because they're putting people in danger. Feelings tell you how close or far a system is from its target state, its agenda, its teleos. So, how hungry you are tells you how far you are from nourishment. How thirsty you are is an indicator of the intensity of dehydration in your system. If you're a little thirsty, it's not that big of a deal. You have like I can wait a few minutes and get something to drink. If you're parched, the system is saying this is a more red light level of danger. You have 12 major emotions. Emotions are needs talking. So there are 12 needs that we all have universally. They are the need of Aries, the need to survive; Taurus, the need for comfort and pleasure; Gemini, the need for being informed, the need for information. Then we have here Cancer, the need to nourish and be nourished; Leo, the need for attention and praise; Virgo, the need for efficiency. Then we have here Libra scales here, the need for relationships; Scorpio, the need to face your fears; Sagittarius here, the need for meaning; Capricorn, the need for success; Aquarius, the need for community and friends; and Pisces, the need for God and something bigger than myself. These are the 12 inalienable needs in all of us. Every race, every group, from beginning of time to now, have these 12 irreducible needs. Each of these signs, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, have lords. The lord of Aries is Mars, the lord of Taurus is Venus, the lord of Gemini is Mercury. So the planets that are lords of these needs represent your talents for getting the need satisfied. You have 12 needs as a human being. It's part of the collective unconscious structure. And each of these needs has a talent for need satisfaction. Think of the needs as 12 itches, and you have 12 ways of scratching these different itches. Okay? Now, feelings are what's between the need and the satisfaction of it. The feeling tells you how satisfied am I in this need expression. Okay? So, we have a quicker way of showing this. Our original image, well, Ma'at here, the goddess of balance, is the needs, every need, Taurus, you don't have 12 needs, only 12. Taurus, Gemini, etc., etc. Each of these 12 needs have a divine agenda, a divine target state. So this is her telling us each of the 12 needs have a divine target state. Now, the heart means, are you sincerely willing to go after that target state through your need? Okay, relationships, Libra, is the need for partnership. The divine target state of it is the need for a partner that brings out my divinity, that chooses me to help them with their divinity, and they with mine. It's not just partnering with someone, getting with someone. It's I'm giving you the actual divine agenda, what I call the positive intent, the divine positive intent. And so to do that, you need a good Venus because she owns Libra. You need a good Venus IQ, a good Venus talent. We had another way of showing this. I'll show you two quick ways. One is this one. Nut means your astrology signs. Her mate Geb means your astrology houses. Shu is the god of air. Nut is the god of the sky. Geb, the god of the earth or the 12 houses. Shu is the god of intellectual understanding of your 12 needs and their manifestations, their realizations on earth. And we have Ra, a planet. We call it a planet. It's actually a star, but a planet here, which is linked to Nut. It's attached to her because the planet and the sign form a need motivation duo. The planet is, do I have the talent for these 12 needs to be fulfilled? Shu is, do I understand the divine positive intent of all of my emotional needs? The intent of thirst is not to hurt you. The emotions aren't here to hurt you. They're to alert you, not to hurt, but to alert that a certain system is in need of your attentions. Okay. And we have another way of showing it here. These are the gods of the city of Elephantine in southern Kemet. This is Anuket, Satet, and Khnum. Anuket, her name means to hug, to embrace, and she's pouring out water. She represents when you feel, let's say, the need to date someone, you feel the need to get a partner, the feelings wash over you and embrace you. They hug your awareness. Like, I really need to be with someone. I need to be in love with someone. The need anukets you. It embraces and hugs and floods your consciousness. Then once she does her job, so we have here the word, this is the word for nut, this blue symbol. Nut is the need. Anuket is the emotion that the need washes over you and wraps around you. The next stage is her sister Anuket, time to shoot the target, satisfy the need, hit the bullseye, and get the need satisfied. She's the planet. So Nut is the need. Anuket is the emotion that the need washes over you. Anuket is, can you satisfy the bullseye of this need? And Khnum, the god of molding clay into little shapes, he's molding a little Ka soul figure here. He's, now, can you handle the actions required to get this to happen? You're on a date. You have a need for love. You go on a date. You have a need for love. You get a feeling of romance. You then target a date, and you have to perform the date in a way that handles it such that the person wants to date you again. Okay? So, if you fail in the target, another goddess called Almit, let's make her a little bigger. Almit written here, she's guilt, remorse, recriminations, that kind of thing. She's saying, if you fail in divine ma'at intent of the pool of emotions, where the baboons are checking in and analyzing, are they doing well? Are we close? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? If you fail this, Almit, you feel guilty, you feel bad, will kind of swallow your mind or your heart. Gosh, I missed that. I was too goofy. I was too quiet. I was too talkative, sharing too much of the dinner date. Oh my goodness. That's Almit talking in you. Okay. And we call this Tate. You feel the emotion, the need for love. You test it with this person. Okay. And then you see what the actions results were. If they were positive, that's wonderful. If they were negative, you test again. Test again. And then if the person says in the end, I want to date you a second time, you exit the flirting behavior. Tate, test, apply, test again, exit. Okay. And so what I wanted to do in this session was to begin to bring to the world a perspective on psychology, which I think is so key to the world. Psychology is how your mind works. We are a mental species. We don't have the powers, the force, the muscle, the poisons, the speed of animals. They're more of a physical species. We are a more intellectual species. We have unlimited consciousness and intelligence. So to me, it's important to know how your mind ticks, how it works. And my agenda here is to share with the world a kind of mythic visual method of psychology to make it grassroots, easy to follow, to understand how your brain and your mind and your psychology works. And I'm going to spend the rest of my career helping the world to relate to psychological dynamics, mental health, mental wellness, emotional fulfillment in an easy to follow method. With that, I wish to thank you for being here. And I wish to remind you that in my world, it is all love. And I wish for each and every one of you to be surrounded by the universe's wings of love of Nut, for now and forever. Dwawin Hotepu.